Continuing from the previous video, we are now going to put these commands in a loop so that both of them will be repeated. Therefore, go to the search toolbox and type in loop. Drag the loop command here. It asks for the number of cycles. Means how many times the loop should run. For this example, we want it to repeat 3 times. Now, let's define what the loop will do. For this we need to put all commands that we want to be repeated inside the loop. What do you think? Should we include this navigate command inside the loop? What will happen if we add this to the loop? Will it open up google.com every time it starts? The answer is yes. Because after you have typed in something earlier, the browser will be on the next page that shows the search results already. Now, let's see if we can use the same element to type. Yes, we can. It is up to you if you want to repeatedly run this navigate command to land on the Google Start page, or if you just want to run on the search results page directly using the search field right there. Let's now bring the type text command here inside the loop because we want to run this command every time. We also want to run the increment command right after the type text command. If we want to see the search results, we should first check if the search button is there. Oh, right now it is not there, so we run this node first. Okay. Here is the catch. If we don't navigate to the first page, then we won't be able to see the search button element here. For this search field to work, we need to add another command. But we are not going to do that now because we are focusing on understanding the loop command. Now, we drag in the navigate command to open up the first page repeatedly. Then we can drag this click command right after the type text command. And yes, we also want to have a delay between these two commands. So, let's bring this wait command here. Now, after navigating, it will wait for the browser to load everything plus 1 second additionally. One important thing to remember is that the increment command should always be placed at the end. Now, this is how you place all the commands inside this loop in our example. Here is a recap of what we have done. We brought this loop command here in the interface, then entered all of the commands that we want to run in the loop repeatedly. Now, what will the entire script do? Let me go from the start. The first command will tell UBot the file location we want to load our keywords from. The second command, add list to list, will add the file contents into a list format right inside UBot Studio's memory. Then we specify which row the bot should start picking list items. If we want the bot to start from the very beginning, we type in 0. Then inside the loop, we drag the navigate command, then it waits for everything to load. Let's now edit the type text command. Here, we tell UBot to pick a certain list item to read what keyword or content we need by dragging in the variable _index. And also program the bot to look into the keyword list. By doing this, the bot will know what list to look at and what list item to pick. Now, we want the bot to increase our _index variable 1 by 1 for it to start picking the next item in the list every time it loops. We will now drag the increment command. Then, it's finished. This is the loop command, and it will run for 3 times. If you want to, you can give it a few seconds more for it to ensure everything will fully load. You can adjust it with the wait command and see if everything is loaded correctly within the time specified. Let's now run this. The second keyword, there you go. And the third keyword. Now, this is very important. The command that I'm going to show you is going to be used frequently for almost any kind of application that uses lists. As you know, the number of cycles was intentionally specified as 3, but we actually have 5 keywords in our list. What if we want to repeat the loop according to the number of items we have in our list? Sometimes, you may have 20 keywords, 100 keywords and so on. But after the bot is compiled, you will not have the option to set the number of cycles anymore. For this, we can tell the bot how many times we want to loop the commands using 2 different methods. First method is using user input. Basically, you need to specify the number of cycles before you compile the bot. The second method is, you can make the script to automatically repeat the loop according to the number of items we have in the list. For example, if the list has 20 items, the bot will automatically run and repeat the task 20 times. So, these are the 2 methods available. First, you can provide an input field for the user to specify the number of cycles. Second, you can set the script to run and repeat based on the number of items you have on your list. Let's try using the first method, the one where we can set how many times we will run the loop. To start, we need to have an option here, in the user interface. It is called UI text box. Place it after the UI open file. After placing it, let's label it properly here. In this case, we label it as number of runs. Now, we need to give a name to this variable. We will set it to number of runs. We can tell the script that we want it to run repeatedly for the specified number of times we put in this box. Now, it's good. We don't have to hard code the number anymore. Because now we can use the variable that we have linked to the input field. The script will now follow whatever number you have in this text box. The alert command in UBot can be used to test and debug your functions. If we drag this into the alert box and run the alert command, it shows us an empty value, basically nothing. Yes, there is nothing in the text box yet. If we type in 5 and run it, it also returns the value of 5. That means that the variable we are using is working correctly. We can now use this variable in our loop. This is how the first solution looks like. It lets the user define the number how often to repeat the loop. So this would work already. The second method that I was talking about earlier is to program the bot to count all of the items in the list automatically. For this we will use the function called listTotal. ListTotal will count the number of items we have on the list. Let me now drag the listTotal function and drag it into the alert box. We will pick this list named keyword list. If we run this node, it will tell us that there are 5 items inside the list. Is it correct? Yes. Starting from row 0 to 4 is equal to 5 items. We can now drag this function named listTotal in the loop command input field here. Then that's it. Now the script will loop according to the number of items we have on the list automatically. This is how the second solution looks like. It will in our list automatically for us. So this would already work. The script automatically sets the number of cycles according to the amount of items we have in our list. Now, even we haven't selected the file yet, it is still using the keywords we have in the UBot memory. So that's it for this video. If you learned and understood the commands and functions shown until here, you should be able to produce first results using UBot Studio. See you in the next video.